Hello everyone, I'm Kimberly and this is Memaw's Crafts and Chaos. So I've never really worked very much with the pressed flowers. I've done it a little bit here and there, just a tiny bit, but I wanted to kind of do a bigger project with them. So I started out with, I took 4 ounces and I cured that with a little bit of crushed crystal in there. And I might have got too much. I don't know. I guess we'll see at the end reveal. Anyway, and then I've just poured some more in there and we're just going to start setting our flowers in. So this will be our face or our front, and this would be the back. So we got to make sure when we put our flowers in, we're putting them face down so that they'll be the right way when we demold it. So I'm just going to kind of get started, and I've never really done this before, so please be patient with me. I don't know what I'm doing. So, and I've got my flowers, I've organized them in different colors because I'm OCD like that. I'm weird. I want, when I'm looking for a certain color, I want that color. So the only color I don't have here that I don't want to use is red. So I haven't got my red flowers here. So we're just going to kind of put these in. Let them sink down. Hopefully we won't get bubbles underneath them. You have to kind of be careful because your flowers can be a little delicate and you might break them apart. You don't want to do that. Just make sure you're putting the side that you want to be at the front down. I'm kind of just pushing it down to hopefully if there's any bubbles underneath there, I can get them to work their way out. I don't know really what the trick is for flowers. I don't want to dip them first because I'm afraid that if I dip them first, then I'm going to end up with, you know, ruining my flowers. So I just want to make sure that, try to get them so that there's no bubbles underneath. That's why I put the crushed crystal in, because hopefully if I do get any mica bubbles or bubbles at all, it'll kind of hide them. I don't know. I'm going to kind of let them sit there. Maybe that'll help if I kind of let them sit and soak it up a little bit instead of trying to push them down right away. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have much experience with the flowers. I do know anytime I've watched anybody do them, I love them. They're beautiful. I don't have a lot of these little thingies. I love these little thingies. They remind me of fireworks. So I got all those in there. I'm hoping it's going to look okay. Like I keep saying it, I don't have any experience really with this. But what I'm going to do is these are all the flowers. I tried to fill in empty spots, but that isn't going to matter. Because our net, we're going to let this cure, not completely, just till it's sticky. And then we're going to add another layer, and it's going to be like probably more flowers, but a lot of greens. And then we'll just kind of fill it up, see how many layers we need. If we need more, then we'll do more. If we don't, then we'll just top it off. Anyway, so I'm going to let this get to the point where it's sticky. Kind of keep an eye on it so none of my flowers really float up. And then I'll be back for the next, we'll be back. All right, this is cured up. I've got some more poured down in there. I'm just going to repeat the last thing. I'm going to put more flowers in and some greens in with it, okay? I think we did get a few bubbles in there. Not a ton, but we did get some. If you kind of poke a hole, if you know, like if you see a bubble, because our bottom layer isn't cured all the way, because you don't want it cured all the way, because that'll help with seeing the lines on the side. So kind of poke a hole down in it, and it'll let the bubble out, and then you can, the resin will fill it in. I didn't have too many of them, just a couple. So anyway, I'm just going to get started here, and we'll just go through, put some more flowers in, and some greens, and maybe some of the colored stuff too. We'll just have to see how it works out. All right, I got that all done. So I probably am going to do one more layer. The same thing, just going to put the, I'll wait for that to get tacky. We'll come back, we'll put the next layer on, put some more flowers in there, and then probably maybe put a back coat on it. Haven't gotten that far yet. But I will see you back as soon as this one cures up. All right, this is cured up, and I was going to do another layer, but I really don't think you're going to be able to even see another layer, so I just don't want to waste all those flowers in that for something you're not going to see. So I mixed up 10 ounces. I'm hoping that'll be enough to fill up the rest of it. It takes between 18 and 20 ounces, and we've put already probably 10 ounces in there. So what I want to back it in, I have this Marabou, it's a pastel pink, and I want to try it. And then I'm also going to add some of it. I just got this off of Temu. It's like those interference powders, and it's supposed to be pink. So I think we'll put this in first and see what it, whoops, that's too big of a spoon. and see what it's going to look like. Kind of looks purpley. This stirred up, and I got another thing here so we can decant some of it into another one so we don't have a flash cure. That's pretty. See that? Probably hard to see on camera. Okay. I've been shaking this, so it should be all good and shook up. So I'm just going to add some of that to there. Oh, jeez. Some more in there. Jeez, making a mess. I don't know what it is with alcohol inks and they're leaking everywhere. To make sure this is stirred up super good. You don't want any weird stuff going on. So I am going to run this through my vacuum chamber. I know with it being the back, it probably, but I want to make sure there's no bubbles that form along the edge and stuff. So add some more of this. Guess I should have picked a darker color, but that's all right. I just wanted to see what this would look like. There we go. That went a little darker. And it'll be deep, so you'll be able to see it okay. So oops. It's really light, but since it's going to be deep, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so I'm going to put half of this in that container, run it through my vacuum chamber, and then I will be back to pour with you. Okay, got it run through the vacuum chamber. We're going to give this a little spritz. Just going to pour this in slowly. Try not to make any more bubbles. kill those bubbles that I just made. Well, looks like the 10 ounces was almost exact of what I needed. I have just a little bit left here. Not hardly anything left, but so we're gonna let this cure up and then we'll be back to demold. Okay, this is all cured up. Put our extras just in some little flower molds. Just cute little flower molds. They're just tiny, tiny. They work pretty good though. Use them for your little characters or whatever you want to use them for. This one's got like a, I think it's supposed to be a butterfly on it. I don't know if you can see it there. A couple more teeny ones. That one has, those ones have some bubbles, but by the time I got these in there, my resin was starting to get a little thick. And then some bows. I like this bow mold, it's cute. It's cute, cute. And then it also has these two little pieces of candy in the mold. Some overspill on that one. And that one. Cute, cute. All right. So on to the main event here. Get it all loosened up around all the edges. Back the right way. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's actually pretty. I did do a lot of the sparkly in there. It's not crushed crystal, it's the Rolio, can't remember the name of it now. It's the Rolio Pearl White. It's this one. And it's like a crushed crystal. It's just a little bit finer. And you can use it just like you do the crushed crystal. I like it. See how fine it is? Goes everywhere. So that's, but for not doing flowers, I don't have much, you know, I've done them a little bit here and there, but I've never really done anything big with them. I didn't do too bad, I don't think. But see, you can see, you can't even really, I put so many flowers on the front part here, you can't really see the green behind it. If you do it that way, you can see the levels, but that's why I didn't want to do any more, because I was like, you're not going to see it on the front, so I didn't want to just waste them, especially since this was my first time. Got a little bubble right there, but that's not a big deal. But actually, looking at it, I don't even see any bubbles in my flowers. So, not too bad. Anyway, it's cute. Needs to be cleaned up on the back for sure. That's pretty rough. But anyway, so there's our flower butterfly. A flower butterfly. Anyway, I'd just like to take this time to thank all my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not a subscriber, if you would do, think about it and do so. It would help my channel a lot. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And it would help my channel out immensely. Also, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. That always helps. That tells YouTube that you like my content and they'll push my videos out so that more people can see them. And watching people's videos from start to finish always helps with their algorithms and that. So it shows that, you know, because then it shows that you're not skipping over spots of their videos, that you like their content, you like what they're doing. And I just want to say I love you all and God bless. And don't forget, always embrace your chaos. Thanks, guys.